Hello, I'm going to walk through the work of this PR. First, I created a UI package right here in the packages directory. And the package is built with kiwiy, the template generator. And the package is going to be built with Vite. And let's look into the Vite config.ts file. In here, I set up a bunch of settings that how the build results are going to be look like. And I wanted that the build results is not merged into a one file, but instead I wanted that each component is separated into each JavaScript file. So the build results is going to be look like this. In the dist folder, which is a build result, there are going to be components folder, and inside there is going to be shadcnui folder, and each component is going to be built like this in a separate JavaScript file. So basically, in the vconfig.ts file, it's reading all the component files in the UI's src's components directory. It gets all the file starting from the components directory, and it creates an entry object so that the Vite knows how the build result should look like. Yeah. So after the package is built, I had to make sure the consumer of this package know how the package is consisted. So I can declare that in the package.json file in the UI package. Let's look into it. It's right here. And as you can see in the exports property, I set up the export paths of this package. And the first one means that whenever the consumer is trying to access a component, let's say a button, when it tries to import UI/button, it's going to look into the build result of dist folders, components folders, button.es.js file. And the type declaration is in the same directory. And same for the shadcn UI components. So UI/shadcn-UI/button is going to be looked into the build results this path. And same for the type declaration. And there is a CSS file that contains all the Tailwind's build class results, and it can be accessed through the /dist/style.css file. So the consumer can use this UI package, but before that it has to be added as a dependency. So I added the UI package in the dailyscrum applications package.json right here. It's saying that the UI package is included in the dependencies, but instead of the standard way of expressing the version, it says workspace colon and asterisk. Whenever the package is installed with pnpm of the dailyscrum app, the pnpm understands that this UI package is located in the workspace that is set up in the pnpm workspace YAML file. So instead of looking for the package name called UI from the npm registry, it's going to use the files from the UI package. So as I added UI as a dependency, it can be consumed from the application. I created a sample Next.js page, and here I imported a button component on top of it, which is from a UI/button, and I used it here. It's properly rendered, and I created a accordion sample component, which is located in here. And in here, I imported a bunch of accordion related components, but these components are client components, meaning that it has a client side only APIs like use state or use context. So if I want to use these components, I had to declare the use client declaration in this component file. And it works fine. So I successfully declared UI and added as a dependency of dailyscrum app and consumed it, and it's working fine. And for the next one, I added nx target dependency for the build in the nx.json file. It means that the build target, nx's build target, depends on the build target. It means that, for example, whenever I try to build a dailyscrum app, the nx is going to build all the dependency of the dailyscrum app first. So it's going to build, in the case of dailyscrum, it's going to build UI package beforehand, and then the dailyscrum app is going to be built. So I don't have to worry about building the dependencies. Nx just do it all at once with this configuration. And next, I wanted to show that I created a custom button component in the package UI package. Basically, I created all these components under the shadcn UI with the shadcn UI CLI. The app is going to use these component sets, but whenever I wanted to tweak or modify or extend shadcn UI's components, I wanted to put those components on right under the components folder. And this is just one example, expanding the shadcn UI components. And basically, this button component is just using the same button component from the shadcn, and it has one variant of the size. It has a size called icon-sm, which is just adding another style for it, and rest are the same. And for the last, I wanted to look into the this one. It's right, I guess it's right here. Oh, in the UI package, I created a global declaration TypeScript file, and in here it's declaring a module of class variance authority /types. The reason why I put this type definition of this module is because that there actually is a TypeScript issue when a package is installed with pnpm. The TypeScript cannot look into some of the modules. For in my application's case, the TypeScript could not access to the types of the class variance authority module. So there were many workarounds to handle these issues, but I chose to manually or explicitly declare this module's type. So I copied the type and pasted it right here. So the issues is gone. The TypeScript can refer to the type, and it works fine. Okay, and that's it for the important stuff for now. And thank you for watching.